Will you continue to compete as a champion? Oh, fuck.
And welcome.
There's no way I can do 2 weeks in a row. There's absolutely no way I can do 2 weeks
To
in a row.
Roll for Sandwich, the series where I let fate decide my life.
For those of you who don't know, after a year of watching this godforsaken TikTok, last year I correctly guessed the score. After a year of doing this, there's no way I'm going back to back, so this is going to be a letdown.
Let's go. Today I'm going to be using this black and red set that was sent in by a viewer.
Okay.
Thanks. Let's get things started with our roll for bread.
Sure.
5, tavern roll. This is basically a fancy hamburger bun, but I'm here for it. Not
That looks good.
everything has to be complicated. Sometimes something
That
simple
looks
done well is better.
fucking good.
Next up, let's roll for main. 8, chicken. I've got sliced rotisserie style chicken today.
Shit.
A fairly mellow start so far.
That's a good looking sandwich.
Next up, let's roll for cheese. 4, Havarti. Havarti would be a fine pairing with our chicken. It's smooth and creamy with just a little bite, which will add some interest.
This is a good looking
Next up,
sandwich.
let's roll some roughage. 3 carrots and 5 baby bok choy. I think today I'm going to grate my carrots. The carrots
He's
will add
actually grating carrot. Usually he just slops that shit on.
a slight sweetness and a little bit of fiber to our sandwich. Not the most exciting roll, but it shouldn't cause any problems. And at
Not
the very
bad.
least, it adds a nice splash of color.
It's not. That's a lot of carrots.
All right, next up, we've got our baby bok choy.
I don't know.
When eaten raw, I would describe the stems of bok choy as being like a more floral tasting celery.
Wait,
the
he's
leaves
going
into a bit of
stems?
green like spinach. And they
Oh, he's
almost
going
have a
whole
slight
hog.
hint of a tomatoey type flavor.
All right, it's
It's
gonna come down to
interesting.
wild magic and sauce.
All right, next up, let's hit it with some wild.
Oh no, he's using the
9.
fucking make it greasy.
So 19 to 20 on a D100 Wild Magic Surge, you cast Grease centered on yourself. Can Grease be one of them? Yeah.
Make it greasy. Well, okay, but like a number. Like, what are you
Make
hitting?
it Greasy feels like a 3. 'cause You
11.
don't want that. Like, I wouldn't want
Oh,
it
it's
to be.
bad.
Make it greasy.
This is not add greasy ingredients. It's just add the quality
just
of
like-
greasy to the sandwich.
He has some leeway there. Make it greasy.
And don't try to put Mediterranean ingredients on it and say you've made it greasy.
Yeah.
Oh, they even thought of the workaround.
Be
That's
clever.
good.
We spelled it out the right way.
Make it greasy. All right. Well, they left that pretty open-ended, but I have an idea, but
Oh?
I'm excited about it. What I have here,
Okay, put some butter and then toast your top bun.
some Crisco.
Toast your top bun, Daddy.
Ugh, I wish that was cream cheese. It's not.
Toast your top bun.
We're gonna make sure our sandwich.
No! Wait, you gotta toast it.
greasy. But
You gotta
putting
toast it. You
on
can't
the
just put
inside,
Crisco
I
on
can
there.
make this a greasy enough experience.
No.
So here we go. Gonna make it just completely unbearable to handle. Awesome.
Oh my
I hate this already.
fuck.
All right, and last but not least, the D20 sauce roll.
Yo,
Here we
he
go.
used his sound recorder to
Last
flip the
but not least,
dice.
And last but not
If you've never used one of these to record sound, you've never been a fucking intern on a film set.
least, the D20 sauce roll. Here we go. 10, gravy. All right, I've got some.
The gravy Crisco combo is wild.
More of that caramelized onion gravy.
Yo, my man might not make it to the score. He might be dead. Also, I'm making a prediction. He is famously an over gravier. He usually goes way too much gravy. Let's see if he holds consistent with that.
That we had on Thanksgiving. So we'll get that on here.
Yep.
And it's going to just
Yep.
slide off of the
Yep.
grease. Great.
Brother, you don't need all that.
Cool. All right, let's go ahead and get our sandwich closed up here. Oh. Get our toothpicks.
All right, I get to the cross section to make a guess.
Let's go ahead and cut it in half. And let's take a look at that cross section. Well, the
All right,
cross-
pause. All right, I really have to tap him. It's gonna be weird mouthfeel. It's gonna be like a lot of wetness. But he is fucking insane. And he might not detract from the sandwich because there is like Crisco on it, because it makes his hands feel uncomfortable. He might go straight flavor. I think this clears the 5s. I do. I think the instinct is to go lower and I think you'd be wrong. I think this clears 5s and lands in the not too bad category, which is a 6. I'm gonna go 6-2.
Wow, that's for a
Action doesn't
cool.
look
6-3.
bad. Well, the brothers had no way of knowing this, but I really hate having slimy things on my hands. So this is not going to be enjoyable. I'm not particularly worried about the taste, but feel like this is going to be rough. Here we go. Well, we succeeded in making it greasy.
I was way off.
The inside of my mouth feels like I just ate a tube
I was
of
way
chapstick.
off.
Taste-wise, it is pretty mild. I mean, it's what you would expect. And then on the outside, it's just a sensory nightmare. Of all the challenges of season 5 so far, I think this is actually my least favorite.
Damn.
I'm gonna have to go with a 0 for this one. And
A 0.
I'm gonna call it the Danny Zuko. Here, eat up, Earl.
Wow. A 0. This dude has ate shit way more foul than that. He really hated the grease. Mr. Roll for Sandwich knows you exist now, by the way. He retweeted your correct rating video. Really? Dude, I would love to do a collaboration with him. Listen, I've said before, he is doing more for sandwich rights than anybody these days. And while I vehemently disagree with some of his sandwich takes, sometimes that level of competition breeds excellence.